So sue me, all right?
Oh. If you were my kid...
You're not.
I think we've had about all that we can take. It's really not a good time for this conversation.
I think Noah's right. Why don't you and Sam go on home? I think I aged 10 years tonight.
You're supposed to be on your honeymoon.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Anything's worth your safety.
I'll be fine. You can go home, too. I mean, I have Mom and Noah's here.
What are you saying? I'd be in the way?
No, that's not what I mean. Where's Shane?
Oh, Shane. Oh, he's upset. He was upset, and I made him go lay down. I'm going to tell him that you're okay.
I'll call you all later on.
Okay.
I'll call you in the morning. After you sleep.
You're crazy, you know that?
Take care, all right? Rest up.
I'll never forget that you climbed that lighthouse for me.
Glad you're okay.
I love you, sweetheart.
I love you, Dad.
Okay.
Josh, give me the car keys. I'll put the gear in the trunk. Thanks.
So I gather that you don't understand why I couldn't tell Frank where Marah was.
Actually, I do understand. You were terrified for your brother. Mm-hmm. But I was terrified for my daughter. And you purposely withheld information about her from me. And I'm angry about that.
Out in gay block killing each other.
Stop it.
Hey, someone's got to jumpstart this family powwow.
I'm just waiting for your sister to cool down.
Me?
Oh, well, let's hash it out then.
Oh, okay.
Now, I am perfectly willing to sit here and listen to both of your points of view on what happened with Marah.
Yeah, but...
But I don't like the fact that you withheld information from me that placed my daughter's life in danger.
Even though it saved her life.
Well, you didn't know that going into it, Sam. You blindly put your trust into Danny Sanders.
No, not blindly, Josh. Tony and Danny explained their plan to me, and it made sense.
There were a million things that could have gone wrong.
Hey, you don't have to tell me that. I'm the one that free climbed the 100-foot lighthouse in the sub-freezing weather with chunks of mortar coming off in my hands, but it seemed like the best shot to save Marah. Oh, and by the way, it worked.
That's not the point.
Well, then what is your point?
That you didn't trust me enough to tell me what was going on.
No. I didn't trust Reva. All right? If I told you about this plan and asked you to keep it from Reva, would you have done that?
No, of course not.
Okay, don't you see?
No, I don't see. Now, I believe that Reva has the right to know anything and everything that concerns the welfare of our daughter. If you don't believe that to be true, then we have a problem. You cannot expect me to keep information about my daughter's welfare from her mother.
Even if her mother could do something so wrong-headed with this information that it could get your daughter killed?
I believe that's called supposition.
Is it?
And even if it were a fact, it wouldn't be your choice to make. Either one of you.
You know what? Let's keep him out of this.
He chose to be in it. You're choosing to protect him.
I was also protecting Marah.
Well, it's not your job to protect Marah. It's my job and her mother's job.
Sam? Mm-hmm? I think it's best that Josh and I hash this out on our own, so you go along.
Oh, but this is just getting good,
I know, I'll fill you in later. You go have fun. Be young.
Okay, what I'd really like to do is go see if Marah's okay. She's doing all right. Would that be okay, stepdad? I wouldn't want to mess up again.
You tell her I'll be along in a little while.
You guys just try not to kill each other, all right?
Okay. I see your point. I'm being serious. I do see your point. I wish you could see mine. Sam came to me. He told me that Danny had a plan to free Marah, a plan that supposedly was more safe than the one the police were hatching up.
You don't know that?
Let me finish. Danny knows this whole mob world, okay? We don't. Besides which, Sam had already agreed to go along with it, and there's no way I can talk him out of anything. So my choices were to either tell you, and hence Reva, thereby, in my estimation, Josh, because it's all I have, putting both those kids' lives in danger, or being quiet about it.
Don't you see what you're saying? You're saying that you trust Danny more than you trust
That's
me.
not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't trust Reva. And judging by her reaction, I had every right to feel that way. And she would have had the police in this up to her eyeballs if Danny hadn't called when he did. But I trusted you. I trusted when this whole mess was over that I could sit you down, I could tell you my side of the story, and you would give me a fair hearing.
And that we would all once again see that Olivia was right, that Olivia saves the day because you know best. Which is often the situation, but not in the case of my children. In the case of my children, you don't get to decide what's right. You don't get to make the rules. Reva and I do.
There's no justification for what you did. There just isn't. Why don't you just admit it?
I think that we're going to have a difference of opinion on this subject, and I don't see any point in rehashing it. So, suggestion, why don't we create guidelines, you know, for the future?
Guidelines. Okay, I think the guidelines are simple. I'm not a child, and I don't want you to make decisions for me.
Okay.
Okay. We are a couple.
Oh, still? Phew, that's reassuring.
We are a couple forever. So we make decisions together. We always do that. Right?
Right. Right. Is this the part where we kiss?
I don't suppose you want to come with me to see Marah.
Oh, well, no. Because I think that Reva's probably still a little upset with me, and I don't want to fan the flames, you know, so.
Yeah.
But in the spirit of our collaboration, I have a suggestion for you regarding Marah seeing Tony.
Oh,
I think
boy.
you should loosen up on that posture, honey.
How can you say that after what he did to Marah? I mean, the kid is dangerous.
He is
Come
dangerous,
on
but that's the point. As long as you keep hammering that into Marah's head, she's going to find him more appealing. You remember what it was like at that age, you know? Forbidden fruit is always the sweetest.
Yes, I remember. Okay. Okay. I will see you at the office.
Okay.
Oh, Marah, how's it going?
I'd be a lot better if I could see Tony.
Here we go again.
That's right, and I'm not going to let up until you change your mind.
We're not going to change our minds.
You know, I don't get it. How can you marry someone we all despise, and I can't even see Tony and he saved my life?
We said no. No means no.
Fine. I'll just see him in secret then.
So, you think she's going to do that? You think she'll just go behind my back?
Why not? Olivia did.
That was a cheap shot.
You're right. It was indefensible. Just like what Olivia did.
Reva, you're not going to get an argument from me on that.
Wow. That's a first.